What up, homies, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, because if this is your first time hanging out with me, do not let it be your last. Make sure you subscribe, comment, say what's up, girl, and if you're feeling really feisty, feel free to hit the notification bell so you can always be alerted when your girl goes live. Okay, now, if you're new to this channel, you may not know, but I am not a fan of drugstore makeup. I'm not a fan of drugstore makeup. I try to like it, and I don't like it. It's just, I can't. However, I get sucked in, and here we are again. So, today, we are going to be trying a new product by Wet n Wild called the Mega Cushion Liquid Foundation, and it literally says liquid foundation in a cushion. Magical. However, this girl right here be poppin'. It is cruelty free, it is vegan, it is dermatologist tested, and when you read the back of it, it literally says purpose sunscreen. It says it contains natural coconut derivative. What the F does that even mean? My big thing about it was like, okay, is this the Wet n Wild like photo focus liquid foundation in a cushion, right? Like what's the big deal? What's the big deal? So upon reading, it doesn't say much of anything as to what these claims were, which was like tested with smartphones and tested with all different camera lights and test upon test upon test. Does that mean it's from the coconut? Does that mean it's gonna smell like cocoa for nuts? I do not know, but let's dive in. So of course, I'm going to do nothing different than I do all day, every day, every time I apply any makeup in general, because we want this fully 1,000% the same, right? I have some good little pimps that came to visit, so that will be good to see how this performs on like a nice meaty pimply face. Yep, and that is just about as disgusting as it can possibly get when something's described like that, but yep, that's how I feel. So I wanted to let you guys know what I just put on my face. This is the Peter Thomas Roth called Water Drench. It is a hyaluronic cloud cream. Now, if you're into slime like I'm into slime, you hear cloud cream and you're like, well, bitch, you put slime on the face, because there is a cloud cream slime. However, this is so good. As you can see, I use it. This is the small bottle. I love buying these types of things from Sephora when you're in your little aisle. Think it's fantastic. Try your shit, see if you like it, and if you didn't like it, well, you didn't just waste like $1,000 on a big product. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you guys, but I always am forever losing my caps to my primers. Like, it is ridiculous. I'm just gonna go ahead with my Dr. Brandt. This is the Pores No More Luminizer Primer. I did get this in a BoxyCharm box, which you already know. It's gonna be BoxyCharm time soon, so get ready, girls, get ready. Other than the fact that my package is literally G'd up, I have not tried it on. I haven't done anything. However, this is the only one. I got 109A Natural Beige. It is light/medium cool. Since I've been since I've been using the Fake and Bake, I realized that this color is like way too light. So I really had to just like think like a tan girl, you know, like a bronzed goddess. That's what I had to think like. It's kind of cool because I never get to think like that. So anyways, this was the only one. I did open it up in the store to make sure that my seal wasn't broken and that nobody was getting their nasty phalanges all up in my cushion, okay? All up in my cushion. All right, so let's open her up. Look at this girl is like the cutest. You're like, yes, bitch, I'm gonna use this foundation and I'm gonna look like you, boo. I know it. I might even have to put a little heart right here just for good luck. Okay, so this is the Mega Cushion Foundation with SPF fitting, which I think technically just means that you can stay in the sun for 15 minutes without getting burnt. I don't know. Like, that's what I thought, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not no SPF bitch. All right, so you open her up. There is no mirror. It just looks like your normal tin. And then you have your little Wet n Wild sponge. On this side, it feels like a faux leather. And then you have your little puff, Wet n Wild. Then that's where the puff sits, which is really good so it doesn't harbor any bacteria. I feel, though, sponges in general harbor bacteria because you never see anybody be like, I gotta wash my foundation puff. Never. So I feel like these in general harbor bacteria, but the fact that it does sit on this plastic piece right here, I think is nice. Then you open her up, and this is what your foundation should look like. If it does not look like that, you better go bring it back to Rite Aid or your CVS or your bougie ass pharmacy that you got your drugstore makeup from and be like, yo, bitch. So we are open. I don't know if it's gonna be too dark. Like I said, I never have to think like a tan bitch, and now all of a sudden I'm gonna start thinking like a tan bitch. It's weird. Just for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go ahead with this little sponge and we're gonna just dab it in. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. It looks so chunky. It kind of looks like someone just blew chunks on this thing, right? Oh, freaking weird. All right, I'm just gonna do some like tapping motions. So we'll do one side with the puff. The other side of the face we will do with a brush. I mean, the puff isn't like all that bad. I do feel that it eats a bit of the product up, but we'll see. Of course, the sun wants to come out and play right now. All right, so as you can see, my face is normally pretty red. Like you can see, like I have some less tanner on, but my red cheeks still are very predominant and shines right through. So I do feel like it's covering. However, I do feel that this sponge is eating a lot of product, and the product isn't staying like really well on the sponge either. Like I feel like the sponge isn't picking up enough product. I have to constantly go back in and so on and so forth. But the sponge overall feels nice. The little dabbing motions are working. And I don't feel like the coverage is too bad. Now I have a dry face, so I'm interested to see how this all, I always go a bit on my ear just for good measurement, and we're gonna go a little bit down the neck. Okay, so I feel like it's sitting like really, really, really pretty. Like I feel like for me, now again, I have a dry face. So in videos like this, you really have to think about who you're watching and you have to listen to those things. If somebody has a more oily skin texture than you, and you have an oily skin texture, that's who you kind of want to be watching. If you are somebody who has a dry face, you want to be watching someone who has a dry face too, who has dry skin, because you want to know exactly how the foundation sits. I've got myself in a couple of binders because I went out and bought like the foundation that the beautiful people were telling me to buy, and they were oily as fuck and I'm dry as fuck. So if they're oily as fuck and they're like, this stuff is so amazing, you have to take that into consideration, because that means that it's going to be really hard, really like it's just going to work differently for somebody who has dry skin versus oily skin. So just take that into consideration. If you have a dry face, then do know that this stuff is sitting really well. It's giving me some of that dewiness, which you already know that if you are dry, you look for that dew. I feel like this looks so freaking good. I am shook to shit right now. Like I am dead. Look at this and look at this. Oh my god. This foundation is $9.95 at your local Rite Aid. Is my Sephora. It's the Sephora brush 99. It does say that it is a pro sculpting blush brush. However, I have these really intricate places and I like to do like some like nice like, I also have Morphe brushes. I also have like other kabuki type foundation brushes, but I feel like this one works really well, and I think this is going to just be like a good idea. So let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If I need to switch the brush, I'll switch the brush. But this brush right here, the Sephora one, holds product so nicely, as you can see. And then I also just like take the brush, so it's like flat, and then it goes up to the point like that, so you can really get in those areas. And then, as always with any brush, you just want to make sure you kind of just like stipple it on. Hold up. Let me get my mirror out. I'm a real beauty guru because I can tongue pop. All right, so let's just finish up our hair. Let's just finish up our head, our face, and let's see how this sits. So overall, this foundation is giving me some nice luminosity. It's giving me that nice dewy sheen. It's blending in so well. It's definitely buildable. I don't think it is a super full coverage, but I do feel like the coverage is there. I have like some really rosy cheeks, like right up in here and right up in here. And I just feel like there's a little bit of redness peeking out, but all in all, I think it looks so pretty. Like, this is going to be a go-to foundation. It was $10. Go get your pills, go get your anxiety medication, go get your antidepressants on, and go get you some $10 foundation. Like, you already know. And because I'm using drugstore foundation, I'm deciding that I'm going to go ahead and use my Kokie Cosmetics Contour Palette. It looks exactly like the Shade and Light palette. It was $12 at your local Rite Aid. Gorgeous packaging, nice and sturdy and hard. They do have this mirror, and then you have all your shades. This, living for it. Absolutely living for it. So I'm going to put a little bit of powder on, so let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my Morphe Y1. It's this tapered brush. What I like to do is I like to go right here in this middle shade like that. Coat your brush a bit. Do some contourage like so. We're going to see how the makeup sits on the foundation, because though foundation can be really nice and look amazing, I mean, the point, I mean, the whole deal behind it is that it needs to sit with your other makeup and your other powders, right? So if it's not doing that, then it's not doing what we need it to do. So it can look all well and fantastic, but at the end of the day, honey, if it's not sitting well with your other makeup, then there's no point, right? So we just need to make sure that we can, you know, we can make it work, make it rain on them hoes. I really do love this palette. Yo, this hair, I swear, is testing me today. And then what I like to do is right on like my contour line right here, I like to, not on my eye, right here. I like to then just ever so lightly tap my brush in like that. And then I do like this littleness just to really define it, give me a little bit more color, and then that's all. Like, I just barely. And then I bring down my neckaroo, and there you have it. So I'm living for this look right now. Kokie Cosmetics pencil. This is called Highbrow Angled Eyebrow Pencil. I got this one in the shade 558 Blonde, baby, blonde. So it is definitely a very very light. Do you see that? It's light. And it has like this like angledness going on here. Looks like a little pumpkin nose. But I don't mind it. It's a little waxy though. I can attest to that. It is definitely a little waxy. So you have your pencil on one side. And then what I do is I use like the wide side when I do this part because it like covers more surface area. I go like this. And then I go like this. It is a little bit waxy, but it's not an awful pencil. This one was, I think it was like $7, Koki Cosmetics. We just got this at our Rite Aid, so I was like shook. I went like balls to the wall, bought a little bit of earthing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But see, that was like a quick brow, you know? It's not a bad pencil. It's really not a bad pencil, but it is a bit waxy. So just anyways, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my under eye with this color, and then I'm just going to hit a little bit in the inner corner. Kind of like your brightening KKW beauty powder. Yeah. What's up? I know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to go like this. This brush is my Morphe Y10, and we're just going to dab it on under here. Like so. Brighten it up a bit. And again, I'm just like stippling on. You don't want to like rub. Like that's just one thing that I learned. Like you just don't want to take your brush and like rub, because then you end up going, all right, I'm going in with the lighter shade right now. Then you end up going to risk the fact that you very well could be pulling at your makeup and causing a big old mess. If you're taking your time, honey, do not want to screw yourself. And now I'm just going between both shades like so. And now we're just going to go up here a bit. Like that. Just for a little bit of brightening, you know, just a bit of brightening. So normally I would do some concealer, but we're doing a quickie right now. We are just doing a quickie. And like for you who are like kids and busy and moms and this and that, like you need the quick. You need the damn quickness. I did do a review on this butter highlight. I'm going to use it. It fell, it broke, and it is very soft. So, you know what? It's my own fault because I fucking drop everything. It's so annoying. Like, why am I so annoying? All right, I'm just going to take my little Morphe brush right here, and we are just going to highlight. Yo, girl. Now, this highlight is going to be a bit too light for me, as you can see, because now I'm a tan bitch. So that's what's tough. You know, you're like, oh, I want to be tan so bad. Then you, like, become tan, and you're like, oh, my God. All my makeup doesn't work now. Like, I have to be buying, like, darker colors. Like, all my, like, good foundation, my Dior, my Armand, like, my Bobbi Brown. Like, all my stuff now is turning into, well, no, I gotta get other shades. Like, it's like your summer shades and your winter shades. All right, you guys. So this is our finished product. Absolutely love this cushion liquid foundation from Wet n Wild. I think it is absolutely fantastic. $10 worth your money. I'm gonna go do a little quick wait, homies. Well, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I'm like getting ready for bed, and I was like, shit, this sucks. So I just wanted to do a quick check-in to let you know how I felt about this makeup. I've had it on for like maybe let's see. I've had it on for like 4 hours. So in the 4 hours though, I went to the market, I ate,
I hung out, I watched some TV. So all in all, did pretty well. $10 Wet n Wild cushion foundation, pretty decent. You can see that my little pimps are coming through, but other than that, I don't hate it. It's not bad. $10 foundation, and if you have dry skin, this works really, really well for you. All right, you guys, until next one.